Hey everyone, it is what's time for what's new at Center Diamond this weekend, and we have another full slate. Some new batiks from Island Batik and from Banyan, a few new indigos, and lots and lots of beachy things, all coming at one time. We have a new panel called Puffin Rock, excuse me, from Lewis and Irene, and some fun puffin fabrics that go with that. But I'm going to start with the Paintbrush Studios that I showed you in the picture for the event, and this is called Whimsical Waters. So this little group has fishy nautical feel. This is C61. This group is 1415. So it's a white background with little sailboats, little what do you call those? Little not the anchors. Yes, the ship's wheel, I guess. So yellows, oranges, blues, really cute group. This is all on white. C61. And then we have, it's nice to have a small scale. We have so many big scale beachy things. It's nice to have some small scale. So we have some nautical blue and white stripes with the little anchor and the ship's wheel in it, and the same orange. And that is C62. And then we have little tiny fish. Same colors, that aqua on a navy blue background, orange, white, a little tiny bit of yellow in there as well. And then you can see there's a subtle sort of a wave feel behind that. And that is C63. And then we have bigger fish. This is in the aqua, orange, and medium blue on a white background. With slightly bigger fish, and these are also directional, going selvage to selvage. C64. And then we have that ship's wheel. Oh, some of them have a little boat inside, very cute. And then a kind of a little rope look too. Orange, yellow on the same navy blue background, C65. And then last we have on a light blue, a little sailboat with that same little orange in there, and a little navy blue mast with little, hold on. It's a light blue. It goes with all the other ones, if that helps at all. C66. Again, Paintbrush Studios, Whimsical Waters, $14.15 a yard. And then Coral Reef from Clothworks. They do all theirs digitally. You can tell this kind of has a painterly effect to it. So we've got a little bit of kelpie look, some sea stars, a little nautilus, and a sand dollar. And this is sort of a mottled greeny gray background. C67, and these are $14.50, again from Clothworks. And then the group's called Coral Reef. Gosh, this is really lovely. Again, a very painterly background, kelp, some sea things growing, and very deep blue, and then some tropical fish. We've got green, some very bright sort of magenta-y pink, very striking yellows in there. C68. And then we have, God, gotta have turtles. God forbid we would have a week without turtles. So this is a little bit more modeled, not as detailed as the last one. It's sort of a mottled tealy, and then we have the turtles going every which way on this one. There's some beautiful greens in here, some golds, almost like a dark purple, and some medium blues. These are really nice turtles actually. C69. And then they did a sea glass piece, which is really cool. Sort of a creamy background. The overarching color there is sort of a gold green, but there is some purple and some very dark blue in it as well. C70 for that piece. And then last on this one, we have just little swirlies in blues and greens. Very nice tonal to give your eye a place to rest. C71. Again, Coral Reef Clothworks, $14.50 a yard. And then, as I promised last week, we have our Cloud 9, the last of the Cloud 9 canvases. These are $16.95. It's organic canvas and organic dyes. And then this is the little sailboat. So it's featuring dark blue, aqua, orange, and then that little bit of yellow. Goes with all the ones I showed last week. If you haven't seen it, go back last week and look at all the other ones. $16.95, C72. This is a heavyweight canvas. All right, and then we have Puffin Rock from Lewis and Irene, C73. Whoops, there's a pin on there. This is a large 1 yard panel. These measure about 18 by 18. They're about perfect for doing a pillow, or you could cut them apart and make it just an adorable little wall hanging or a quilt. Featuring puffins. Yes, they're not our puffins, but oh well. There's some seals in there. There's some flowers, a lighthouse. Very fun, very beachy. Again, 18 by 18 approximately on the panels, or on the the pictures, but the whole thing is 36 by 44. And that will be $14.15 a yard. Oh, well, $14.15 for the panel, and I believe it's $14.15 a yard. Okay, the pieces that go with it. Here we go. It is. So here's Puffin Rock. It looks like it is directional, so I'll hold it this way. Blue background, cute little puffins, sea stars, shells, flowers, some kelp, some little flowers growing. C74. This is the blue colorway. $14.15 a yard, excuse me. And then this is the same piece with a sort of an aqua light blue background. Same puffins, same colors, just on a lighter background. Very cute for a border or a backing. Very cute. C75. And then they did this little piece with a little sunrise going on, the little happy seals, little lighthouse, and the puffins flying over. There's a shell. They sort of have a, I don't know what you call it. There's like a motif, circle motif around each one of these. Some light blue and some aqua, sort of kelpy things. C76, the white this is a white background, obviously. And then Puffin Rock, we've got just the seals. So on a sort of medium blue, and then some gray on the little happy seals. There's bubbles and little fish in there as well. C77. And then last in this group, we have little sea stars on a white background. The colors in here are sort of aqua, darker blue, and kind of a greeny teal. C78, and that is Puffin Rock. All right, and then we have some indigos from Japan. Oh my gosh, this piece is so beautiful. C79, this is a straight up poplin, so it's not Dobby or a heavier weight canvas. This is regular weight cotton, featuring various shades of blue and a little bit of green and taupe, with overlapping koi fish. Just gorgeous. It's only $13.95 a yard, surprised me, and that is C79. And also from Japan, this one is $14.95. This one is, I don't know, it's a tiny bit heavier. It's not a poplin, that's for sure. It's a little bit heavier. So this features the classic sort of clamshell design with rabbits. And on the rabbits, we have a little flower. There's a touch of red in these little rabbits, and they are jumping either, they're going toward, across this fabric in selvage to selvage. That's sort of a classic indigo look. C80. And then from Robert Kaufman, I've got a 7-berry indigo with sort of an E-cut looking piece with a little dot of sort of a red, it's kind of red, and then the light blue on top of that indigo. And that one is C81, and that is $14.50 a yard. And then we have from Island Batik some Island Batik, some batiks. This one has a gold background with some creamier yellows, and then trees in green and blue, and there's even sort of a limey green in there. Really beautiful colors. C82, the Island Batiks are $14.15. They have not gone up on their batiks. And then this is a motif that they've done before. I think it's supposed to be pine needles, which makes sense with the trees. This is that creamy background, and with touches of green and yellow, even some gray slatey blues in those pine needles. C83. And then we have same with the gold creamy background. Also has some green in the background, but the leaves on this piece have a darker green. That's the motif. And it's just sort of a, I don't know, kind of a leafy vine. C84 on that one. Still from Island Batik here, we have a yellow background with a little color, split leaves. This one has a little pattern on it, and this one is solid. Mostly a yellow background, mostly green leaves. C85 on this one. And then last from Island Batik, we have Look, it's brown, everybody. Morels, mushrooms, which is kind of fun. Mushrooms are so hot on. I thought this was a cute piece, and it's nice to see some morels. So tan, lighter tan background, a darker brown for the motif of the mushrooms. And this is C86. Those were all Island Batik, $14.15 a yard. Then from Banyan, oh, these are also $14.15. We have a little group of batiks that have a sea theme. That seems to be the thing this week. So we have a dark blue with a turquoise on this one. I think the next one is also the same motif. Sea stars, sand dollars, little clam shell, scallop shell. And this, you see, is there anything else? I don't know the other shell names. We're not from Florida here. C87. And then the next one is the same motif, only in a brighter turquoise with the motif in a creamy white. Same shells, same motif. C88 on this one. And then they did a fun jellyfish mottled background with the creamy yellow plus some green in the background. And then the jellyfish are in a darker blue. And they go all over the place. It doesn't look like they are, they look like they go all over. They're not directional. C89. Again, this is $14.15. And then also from Banyan, we have turtles. Oh, darker blue background, and the turtles are in a nice green. Very nice. They pop off quite nicely there. C90, $14.15. That's all from Banyan. Then we have a single piece from Moda. White background with these concentric circles made of dots in all kinds of different colors, all in kind of a rainbowy effect. And that is C91. This one is $14.40 from Moda. And then a last one from Last Boutique from Andover. $13.25 on this one. It was a tan background and the little random dots, and they are random. They are not lined up, in a little bit darker of a brown. And that is C92. And then, yeah, we have some random one-offs down here a little bit. So we've got some trees that have a Christmassy feel, but don't have to be. There is some stars and stuff on there. This is from Dear Stella, white background, green and blue in the trees. There are some little stars and snowflakes going on in there too. So it does have a Christmassy feel. It is from a Christmassy line, but I always like to have trees. C93, and that one's $13.95. And two last pieces. Timeless Treasures has done this black one with gold metallic. Looks like party on fabric. I love it. Very fun. Be a fun background for a table runner or something like that. It'd be fun. C94, and that is $14.15. And last, I'm not sure I'm going to pick this one up, Beth. This is the linen we received last year. They've added more colors, and this is a red. It is 58 inches wide. It's 100% linen. And that is C95. Those are $21.95 a yard. I still have some of the other colors. There's black, there's navy, there's a creamy color. We're gonna get some teal later on, I think, as well. But it's heavy, so I'm not gonna pick it up, and it's brand new. So I think that's it. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more about the All Pacific Northwest Shop Up, which is gonna start April 1. If you don't have your magazine, give us a call so we can get you one out so you can get ready to start to hop. Hours are still 11 to 4. Give us a call if you've got any questions, 888-305-0854. Thanks.